absolutely loved it. And tomorrow we're getting the Switch 2. I'm super excited for it and I hope you are too. But today we're going to talk about my top 5 games that I played on the Switch 1. Starting with number 5, Fire Emblem Warriors. This game was my first introduction to Fire Emblem, period. I never played them before. I haven't heard of them before. I didn't know the characters. I did see some of them in Smash Bros, but I had never played. So this was a really good introduction for me into Fire Emblem, and I definitely would recommend it to those of you who have never played, or to those of you who have played Warriors games but just never played Fire Emblem. Number 4, Harvestella. Okay, this game was actually quite a surprise to me. I feel like I had heard about the game before I actually got the game. I got it for Christmas, I think 2 Christmases ago, and I didn't really know anything about it. I didn't even know that it was a farming sim, but I actually ended up liking it a lot, and I did like the farming, and I love RPGs, so to me this is a really good mix of both, of being able to go around and fight, you know, have a purpose in the game, and on the side also growing crops and crafting. There are different endings, so you have to know what you need to do in order to get the good ending, which I did get the good ending. And I'm glad, because otherwise the game seems to end on a not so great note. So you gotta make sure you know how to get the good ending. Let's talk about number 3. Mario plus Rabbids. I definitely love a good strategy game, and this game had me thinking a lot before I made any moves. But it wasn't a difficult game, but it certainly was very fun. And I would say character-wise, my favorite characters were Rabbid Luigi and Rabbid Peach, because it was pretty cool to have Rabbid versions of the Mario characters, so definitely like it. And I did end up playing the sequel to this game as well, Sparks of Hope, so that was fun. And I think I did get the DLC for this game, for Mario plus Rabbids. I just don't fully remember how it was, because it's actually been a while since I played. Alright, so there is no way that I was going to make it through this video without a Zelda game or 2. Number 2 is Echoes of Wisdom. That one, it's so good. I love this game. I did end up playing it on YouTube. This was the second Zelda game that I played for YouTube. But it was fun. It was so fun. I loved being able to play as Zelda. It was such a breath of fresh air, especially after coming off of Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom, which were very good games. But it was nice to go back to something 2D. And my favorite part about the game was that you get to use these echoes, and the echoes were great because I could use that in battle. I used to spam these little fire guys, and I would have them pretty much do Zelda's bidding throughout the whole game. So but that was definitely my favorite part, was that it was so fun to be able to play as Zelda. I hope that they implement some of the gameplay mechanics from this game into future Zelda games. I do like the ideas of echoes. I don't know if they would ever do that again, but maybe just having the ability to use other objects around you, like some of the monsters or creatures or whatever, to do what you need to do. And at number 1, Breath of the Wild, my all-time favorite Nintendo Switch game that I played. It was so cool because I like being able to explore Hyrule and explore all the areas around, go wherever you wanted. You could play the game in any order you wanted to, craft, you could pretty much get lost in the world and forget about actually saving Hyrule. So it took me quite a while to finish this game because I was just having too much fun going around and finding things and discovering something new and trying the abilities that I had, finding shrines. And of course, one of my favorite characters in the whole game was Kass. There was a point when I was just walking through Hyrule and I was just minding my own business, looking around. All of a sudden in the distance I hear some music and I'm like, what is that? And when I kept walking forward and the music got louder, I found Kass, and I was like, that is so cool to have just like a nice little surprise in the game like that. The only thing is, I wish we could have like used his accordion. Imagine if they had made it like Ocarina of Time, where you're given, you know, an instrument. That's the only thing that I think would have been really cool if they had added instruments into this game, because then we could have like played Kass's song or something, or learned it. I think that would have been cool. I definitely plan on playing Breath of the Wild again once I get the Switch 2. I'm not gonna play it right away because I am playing Twilight Princess right now, and I'll probably play a couple other games first before I get back to Breath of the Wild. But I definitely plan on playing it again. It'll be cool to play it on the Switch too. Well, that was my top 5. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Let me know what your top 5 are in the comments. Bye!